In 1984, there are two characters, one named Julia and the other one named Winston. He seems to despise her with his soul, and in this presentation it will be cover her character, relations, and other things. But first, who is Julia and how was she introduced? The character of Julia is introduced from the start of the book, but her character is portrayed in different ways, depending on which part of the book she is. In the part 1, we know nothing about her, except some details about her appearance like her hair or her youthful appearance, and how close she is with the party. The closeness she has with the party and their idea molds her like the perfect party member. The details that show this are the fact that she's part of the Juvenile Anti-Sex League and fully actor as a party member, even more during the 2 minutes of hate. On contrary, in the part 2, it is revealed that all that image of the perfect party member it was a facade all the time. Julia, whose name is revealed in this part, is, in fact, a party member, but she does not follow the ideals of it, and she is only part of it for convenience. The first thing we know about Julia in part 2 is that she is in love with Winston. After some trouble, they manage to meet, and she reveals him who she actually is. Even though she is part of the party and also part of the Juvenile Anti-Sex League, she does not agree with the values of them. In fact, she reveals that she has illegal things like real chocolate, good bread, makeup, perfume, etc. She also reveals 3 more things about her, with first being her age, 26 years old. Then, that she has participated as a porn sex actress, and last but not least, she has lots of intimacy with even party members, and that she knows that even members of the Juvenile Anti-Sex League are not as pure as they claim to be. This new image of Julia comes with her being really lovely with Winston. Julia does not have the same way of rebellion Winston has. Her way of rebelling consists on doing the things she wants while she is not getting caught in the act. Winston's way of rebellion is the traditional one and most popular. The people rise against the party. After covering how she is introduced in both parts of the book, it will be talk about her appearance. One that is a great contrast with the other characters. She's a young, attractive woman with black hair and freckled face, brown eyes, and she wears a slash of anti-sex league. She is also 26 years old, despite having what can be said as a common appearance. It is something new and hard to see inside the story, taking into account Winston is described as someone not attractive, and also the fact that he is at his late 30s. Julia's appearance is something that cannot be spotted so easily inside the story. After a quick check of her looks, the next topic will be her behavior. Julia's behavior is not something really different from what it is seen in the book. Her behavior comes with her way of living. Her way of living is different from the rest of characters because she hides acting like the perfect party member, and while doing that she also does what she wants, even if it is against the party's values. This attitude leads her to have a curious relationship with people that knows her. The relationship she has can be classified in 2 categories: her relationship with the body, or how she's looked under its eyes, and her relationship with Winston, and how she behaves with him. Her relationship with Winston is a romantical one, and that tends to lead to sexual encounters at this point of the book. Both love each other, and can be compared with the couple of Romeo and Juliet. And it is curious that even being a curious couple in the book, and sometimes cute, Winston had thoughts about her in the first part of the novel, and these thoughts were about raping her and kill her. And he also revealed her those thoughts when they met in the woods. What a romantic guy. As mentioned, her relationship with the party is not the best. She is against their values, but she does not seek for what rebellion like Winston. She prefers to live her life how she wants until she gets captured. This double life also made her discover that people of the party and the juvenile anti-sex league are not as pure as they claim to be. Despite information that the novel gives to the reader, what is more important is to know is her impact in the story. Julia is not that much relevant in the story until the second part of the book. The reason of this is the amount of protagonism she has in each part. In the first one, she is mentioned as always, a young attractive girl, part of the party and also of the juvenile anti-sex league, and how much Winston despite her and loved her. But even without that much protagonism, she appeared in one dream of Winston. The dream does not start with her. It started as a memory from the past, one that it seems like he needs to protect himself, and that is why this part feels so tense. But despite that, it is described as a memory. He does not seem to remember so well, and at some point, it changes to show Julia in a beautiful me-down, just to take off her clothes with a graceful move. It may seem weird at first, and the reading could make an obvious conclusion about it. He dreamed about something and kinda lewd about her. But that is not the case. The dream starts with a past memory, one similar to how he feels under the regime of the party. Insecure, shows a dark ambience, and how he needs to be careful of his actions. The second part of this dream shows Julia in a beautiful place and how she takes off her clothes with grace. Seems weird at first, but it symbolizes freedom, what he desires, and the best thing to portray that desire of freedom is Julia, for how much he desires her in a sexual way. She's not as important in the first part, but she is used once to portray the longing for freedom of wisdom. In the second part of the book, she is part of the leading duo, with Winston, obviously. Her impact in the story is reflected on Winston, and she shows him things like makeup, chocolate, red, and others. She reveals her design of using a dress or connect more with her feminine part instead of be always a party member, and most important, shows Winston love. Their escapades also make Winston be less serious or angry, and he starts talking with Charrington about the past times, his ulcers have subsided, and his coughing fits have disappeared. In summary, Julia is a character that is portrayed as a young attractive girl with black hair and with 26 years old. Her character starts to be more relevant in the second part of the book because we know more about her. But during the first part, she is used to portray the desire for freedom of Winston. She hides as a perfect party member, but she does what she wants while she's not discovered. Examples are having sex without wanting to reproduce or buy things in the black market. She's also the girlfriend of Winston and an emotional support too, showing him things of the black market or even simpler things like love. Hope this helps for you, and thank you for listening.